Colony collapse disorder in honeybees has been a looming threat since the term's inception in the mid-2000s. While the persistence of colony collapse disorder has slowly been improving, a resurgence of this threat to pollination could spell disaster for the ongoing food shortages throughout the world in combination with current socioeconomic, political, and ecological happenings. As defined, colony collapse disorder is an abnormal phenomenon that occurs when a majority of the worker bees in a honeybee colony disappear, leaving behind a queen, plenty of food, and a few nurse bees to care for the remaining immature bees. Colony collapse disorder is not caused by a singular factor, but rather a multitude of factors, such as pesticides, parasites, disease, stress, poor nutrition, and changes in habitat. While data reveals that the global population of managed honeybee hives has increased 45% during the last half-century, it also reveals a much more rapid, plus 300% increase in the fraction of agriculture that depends on animal pollination during the last half-century. More so, pollination from 87% of our leading food crops worldwide relies on pollinators like bees. While reports of colony loss during the onset of colony collapse disorder in the mid-2000s revealed that beekeepers lost an average of 30% of their colonies from the years 2006 to 2013, a much more recent development of 2023 revealed that colonies in Washington state lost up to 90% of their population due to the ongoing effects of climate change, such as hurricanes, drought, heat waves, and flooding. Such an epidemic of ecological scale of our pollinators reverberates through the systems it interacts with. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to institute mosaic pollination gardens and urban apiaries to bolster the livelihood, production, and longevity of both local and industrialized bee colonies, with more emphasis on the local bee species. Not only would the bees' lives improve, but we would see a boost in local economic prosperity, a decline in invasive Africanized colonies, a substantial increase in food security, and contribute to the lessening of emissions brought about by the industrial agricultural sector that requires the trucking of bees every pollination season to keep up with the demand their crops yield. Mosaic pollination gardens are a strip of land between an industrialized sector and the farming sector to promote the pollination of both local and non-local species regarding the pollinators and their flora. Urban apiaries would serve as a means for increased pollination in cityscapes, resulting in increased production for local farmers, lower mortality rates for the hives located in them, and promoting trade from the wax, honey, and bee glue that is produced by these urban hives. I aim to make the case for instituting mosaic pollinator gardens and urban apiaries by studying the feasibility of their impact, interviewing local businesses who would be willing to participate in the urban apiaries, conducting research on the impact of pollination from local and industrialized bees, as well as interviewing local government entities to secure funding for such a project in the future. As a pilot, I would like to implement this in lower-income neighborhoods such as Englewood, Colorado, to observe the positive impact that creating mosaic pollinator gardens would have in order to lessen the luxury effect found between these neighborhoods and higher-income neighborhoods. I believe that this topic is crucial in the current socio-political climate of the world, as bees bring life to everything they are a part of, with how much they intersect within different fields of study, such as energy, waste, water, and health, and their potential for impact on these fields. It is now more critical than ever to become their protectors, as without these buzzing pollinators, the foundations with which we are continuously seeking to improve upon would not exist. Thank you.